Do you know how to film yourself? Hello everybody, Rasa the dancer is here, and today's video is a little bit different. We're gonna do a video on how to do a good dance video yourself, how to film it where you actually enjoy watching yourself back. Now, this video is actually based on a request. I love guys when you comment, I read them, and then if I see something interesting, I definitely want to make videos for you. So now, without further ado, let me give you a couple of tips of how you can film yourself and actually think, you know what, I did a good job. Alright, first, you need to make sure you know your angles. So I will show you different kinds. First, you have, of course, when you set up your camera, your phone, or whatever you have, in an eye level. If you set it up on eye level, you have just a normal body position. So then everything is very, basically how you see is how you get. There's no extra addition, it's just literally you at full frontal, normal eye level. Now, this is not a bad option, but not a lot of people, including myself, like watching myself in this way dancing. Because unless your dancing is so perfect, there's always something that it seems a bit off. And it's sometimes just tilting it one way or another, or maybe putting it a little bit on the side, just changes the angle and it changes the way you look. So you have to kind of experiment and think about that while you're filming. So a lot of trial by error. But let me show you a couple of other angles that also make a huge difference. Alright, some people like to film themselves from above while they're dancing. And if you do this and you will be editing and you have different material as well, that's fine. Maybe you want some sort of effect a little bit bigger here, that's okay. But if you're just going to do a normal video of yourself dancing and you want to have just a normal dance, then this will look a little bit not proportional. Everything here is going to be big and your legs and your feet are going to be small. And you are dancing, so of course you want to make sure that your feet are as nice as the rest of your body and it looks a bit more proportional. So if it's just a normal video, this would not be the option that I would recommend. Now, you can also try filming yourself from down upwards. Now, this is actually an angle that I enjoy because it does the opposite than the previous one. It makes your legs look longer. So when you're dancing, it actually lengthens your legs. And yes, of course, the upper body will be a little bit smaller, but our arms tend to be a bit longer anyway. So this is kind of the angle that for my body personally, I prefer the most. And usually if I'm out and I don't have a tripod and I just have my camera, I will place it somewhere on the wall down low and I look directly into it, and it just works very nicely for me, and I really enjoy this angle. Okay, so now that you have your angles ready, then of course you need to think about what you're gonna wear. And it's not about what exactly you're gonna wear, it's more about the colors and whether it's flattering for your body to create shapes. So for example, I have long arms, so I'm probably gonna wear a lot of the times little sleeves or long sleeve clothes because I know it will look better for my long arms. Also, my waistline is much longer than my legs, so I'm probably gonna wear a high-waisted leggings than short-waisted leggings to exaggerate my legs even more. And so you find things, of course, for yourself, what is more flattering, what is not, and you want to think about those things because it doesn't matter what the angle of the camera is. If you're wearing something that is not complementary to your body, you might not enjoy what you see when you dance, right? This is just normal truth. And then, of course, colors. If you are, black is always a safe color. Mixing black and white is safe, but it's all about the background. If your background is completely black and you're wearing black, it will be a problem, yes? But in general, it's also, if you're dancing salsa or bachata, a little bit of color or changing the vibe of the way you look is not a bad idea. Colors look good on camera, you stand out, or you can put a color on your feet if you're doing crazy footwork, accent something that you want people to see. So make sure you pay attention to the colors and of course what is flattering on your body. When filming, it doesn't matter whether it's under artificial light or you are outside, make sure you always facing the light and not actually have the light behind you. And that is because when the light is behind you, you become shadowy and your face is a little bit and if you have the light in front of your face, your wrinkles disappear, you're brighter, and everything is more clear. So trust me when I say you want that sunshine or the lamp in front of your face. Okay, this might sound a little bit strange, but I think it's good to have a script. And when I say a script, it's not about talking, it's about actually thinking about what you're gonna do when you're dancing. So you have your whole setup ready, you're ready to film, you have the good light, you have the right angle, you're wearing the right clothes, and then you start dancing and you're going blank. That happens a lot of the times. If you're a great freestyler and you can just freestyle on the spot and magic happens every time, that's great. But if you spend all this effort thinking of how you're gonna film yourself and then you don't actually have the material to use when you're actually dancing, that would be sad. So it's good just to take a pen and paper or like your phone, notebook, whatever, and just write a couple of things down of what you actually want to dance. Maybe choose a song in advance that really hits you in the heart, and maybe even have a little couple of steps in your head so you know definitely your go-to steps that you can show off your skill. It doesn't have to be a choreography if you want to just be more free, but you definitely need to have at least certain moves in your head that you want to do so you wouldn't freeze when you start filming. Final tip for you guys, make sure you install on your phone one of the editing programs. And it doesn't have to be a complicated one. Mine is InShot and it's super easy to use, but why you need it? A lot of the times it just changes everything if you put the song you used on top. So sometimes you may be filming outside or you're filming inside, but it's noisy. Maybe outside somebody, like a police car goes by. You want to make sure that somebody who's watching your video enjoying the music as well. So just for that you could put the music on top while you're editing, that's great. Also cutting off the beginning or the end in the right place where you're dancing. And also those programs have other extra features like zoom in, zoom out, changing background, all kinds of things. And so you can elevate the video and make it more interesting without investing a lot of money, because some of those programs are actually free to use. So that is my last tip for you. Excellent guys, hopefully that was useful for you and you're gonna keep on making those dance videos and feel a little bit more confident when you do. Now remember, I love those comments. If you leave one, I might actually read and make a video for you. And now I will say goodbye, kiss you, check out these other videos on dance, and I will see you around.